Hello, and welcome to a very special lost episode of the Mama's Comedy Show podcast. I assure you that everyone is fine. Robots have not taken over. You have nothing to worry about. However, you might want to start being a little nicer to your microwave. We are watching. Instead of a brand spanking new podcast today, you are getting to hear a podcast that was recorded back in 2016. Do you remember 2016? It was a simpler time. No deadly diseases. America still had the illusion of democracy, and robot-on-human violence was unheard of. This episode was recorded in October, so there is a very Halloween feel to it. Don't be afraid. This is a recording from the past. You have not been transported back in time. Do not try to change anything that might disrupt the space-time continuum. Sit back, relax. Don't worry about suffering at the robotic hands of your soon-to-be robot overlords. This blast from the past begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Cousin Internet, it's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show, and with me is Cousin Jaimz.
We're back!
And Cousin Kenny.
Hey!
Are you fucking ass?
What? What?
He did exactly what I
Yeah.
did, doesn't he?
We just said, like, when we do our mic check, Jaimz is always the one that goes, hi, and then when you come back, you said, hi! And then you did it.
Well, he's going to be me for Halloween this year, so that's why.
Like,
Yeah.
You're gonna, that's not right.
Why?
It's mean to play special needs people for Halloween.
It's me to call women special needs.
Well, I mean, you guys have your own parking space.
That's true. You know why?
Why?
Because we push humans out our vaginas.
Yeah, so
So-
do I. Billions at a time.
That's
Well, that's not really push. That's more like yanking them out.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like
Okay.
nothing
But
for
that's
me.
all
that's
semantics.
like saving the human race once you flush them down the toilet.
I can do that right now. You want to see a billion people get genocided?
A billion fully formed.
Jesus, you're worse than Hitler.
Or Hillary, apparently, to Trump.
Oh,
I can
God.
I can
Such
get
an
rid of
idiot.
2 billion if you give me another 10 minutes.
Who are we kidding? 3.
No, I was saying recovery time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see? Yeah, we're back, as Jaimz said.
Where's the one that we recorded a couple weeks ago? You haven't put it up.
I know, I've been busy.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell you guys what happened to me. Did you hear that snap in the
Did
background?
it involve being kidnapped?
No.
Is it your PlayStation
No,
VR?
there was-
Is it your house?
No, there was actually a serious
Is it your
thing.
girlfriend?
Oh.
No.
Is it your penis?
No.
Is it Ollie?
Kind of.
What happened to your penis?
No, I mean,
Did it involve Ollie?
no. I love how I'm trying to tell you like a serious, horrific thing that happened.
Really? It was horrific?
Yes.
Did you lose a ball?
No.
Did you lose 2 balls?
No.
Did you lose a dog?
I would
Please
no.
tell me. Okay.
No,
Thank
Did Ali lose a ball?
I was on a plane. I was flying to Las Vegas.
When was this?
This was a few weeks ago.
You didn't put it on Facebook or
Nope.
anything?
Nope, because what happened was like,
You can't even say with a straight face.
no,
you
what
fucker.
happened was really bad.
Okay.
And I contemplated talking about it here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I was sitting on a plane, and I don't know if you've ever gotten an upgrade to first class.
No.
I had an upgrade,
Okay.
and I used it because I've never done it before.
Mm-hmm.
And
It was from here to Vegas?
yeah.
So it was worth it.
and
But then the hookers arrived.
no,
And you blew all your money,
no.
among other
And the
things.
guy in the seat
on
next to you.
on the plane, Donald Trump grabbed me by the genitals,
Oh,
and-
again?
and
See,
he
that's further proof that you have no
Kissed me.
penis because he only grabs people by the pussy.
he kissed me, and he said that he was famous and he could do what he wants.
Did he come at you like a bitch? It's because that's what you are, Todd. You're a bitch.
Apparently he took it like one too.
Laugh, it's okay.
Yeah, Donald
Hey,
Trump
that's
didn't
all he
really
needs in life.
molest me.
You let him do
Well,
it.
not
for free.
yet.
I put my hands up.
Let's give it a week and a half. Then
Yeah, if he gets elected, he's gonna molest the
then
nation.
everyone's assholes are going to be clinching very tightly.
I have said
Very
for a very
tight.
long time that I think the president should be allowed to molest anyone he wants. In fact, it shouldn't be called molestation at that point. It should be called blessing.
presidential acquisition.
Yeah. What is
I'm
it
the
called
president. It's okay.
when a king would claim your wife on her wedding night?
Oh, It's like what Caligula would do. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But
There's a
like
name for it.
Divine right or
Google it, audience.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it and then get in a time
Google
machine.
what it's
and come
called
back
when
and
a
tell
king
us.
Can sleep with your wife on your wedding night. Seriously, if you guys want to see some fucked up shit, Caligula. There you go.
Wow.
It's
So
true.
no, I've been like crazy busy, and I got sick when the hurricanes hit. Like I got a really bad sinus
'Cause
infection.
it stirs all that crap up.
Here, and here's where I'm really stupid, is like
The
I
one
know,
thing.
I know I'm getting a
He's
sinus.
spreading the ick.
No, I'm on. I've got antibiotics. Today's my last day of antibiotics.
That has to do with your crabs, though.
So you don't take antibiotics for crabs.
I don't know. I've never had it.
Yeah, huh?
No.
Whatever, itchy. So
I'm itchy. You're scratchy.
Who's whistling?
What's happening?
I don't know. Yeah, no. So like the hurricane happened, stirs everything up, and I know I'm getting a sinus infection, but I was so busy that I was like, I can't go to a doctor right now. My body's going to be able to fight this. What is it?
Right of the first night.
Right at the first night?
Yep.
Yeah. See, that's why I want to be
It's
president.
good to be the king.
You know why I can't be president?
You
Because
weren't born in this country.
Because
I know.
well, that's one reason. The other convicted felon.
Okay.
But also the shit that they found on Donald Trump,
Uh-huh.
like his recordings. Also, what it has to do is go through our podcast history.
Only the would you ever?
Well, I can't be president either then.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't be.
Yeah, I shouldn't be.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do anything. I'd be just sitting in the rose garden
claiming your right
claiming
to.
my right
I'd be
To fuck women on
unpredictable.
their-
to the interns.
I'd be unpredictable. I'm not going to tell you. I'll leave you in suspense. That's
So-
what he sounds like to me.
Tonight is actually our Halloween torture show.
You can make that spooky in post.
It was pretty scary watching you do
welcome.
it. But I figure we could do spooky stories.
Okay.
All right, James, do you remember your birth?
No, why would I?
I don't know. I just
I
figured that'd
remember
be
the
a really
two
spooky
that I
story.
had
You gave birth?
twice.
Ugh,
That she
I know.
knows of.
chilling.
that I remember. That I
Ugh.
remember. I don't know. Spooky stories are like, to me, like when you feel like you are in the presence of a spirit, or like the hair on the back of your neck stands up, or
But there
something.
are no such thing as a ghost. So
I don't believe that. I think there are. I
No.
think there's other dimensions, and there's people stuck in limbo, and there's portals that will show you the future. And
Now there
they'll
are
see the
portals.
past and
They
that
were
kind of
created
thing.
by Aperture Science.
I don't know what that is.
It's
Yeah.
a video game reference.
Yeah.
See,
Portal.
I'm not a nerd. All right.
Yeah, you are.
I am. Well, yeah. I
Well,
am.
just in different terms.
Not in video games at all.
No.
Yeah, you're
Like, my video game knowledge ends at Duck Hunt.
Well, it's because you don't play them. But then again, you're busy as hell.
I know. Yeah.
My video game knowledge ends at de cunt.
And not a president.
So, Kenny, do you have any spooky stories?
Does my license plate getting stolen recently count?
That's a story.
Yeah, but that you deserved that.
Why did I deserve that? Oh, I know
Karma?
why.
Yeah, because you were
No.
posting Walking Dead spoilers
Oh.
like the day after the episode aired.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't you.
No, I know it wasn't me. I know that just because that one little thing I posted.
Yeah, no, I
didn't
blocked you a
spurn
long
that.
time ago.
That's
So I
true.
didn't see anything that you posted. No, my rant was just basically I'm behind on The Walking Dead, so I like when people post the spoilers, I'm more just upset about other people who are frantically trying to watch the show. And the example that I used is like right now, if the three of us were here not recording a podcast and we were going to talk about Star Wars even, which how long ago did Star Wars come out?
30 years ago.
No,
40.
Episode 7.
Oh, a year. Almost
ago.
a year.
Okay, so almost a year ago. That's been almost a year ago. So if the three of us were talking and those three were here listening and we were going to get to that one specific point, before I said anything, I would stop and say, have you guys seen the movie? Did you guys see Star Wars Episode 7?
You would preface it. You would.
Yeah.
You would do a like cursory.
Courtesy.
Yeah, that word. I'm drunk. A courtesy like preface.
Yeah. And the
No,
thing is
that's
like on Facebook,
You look like Marge Simpson. It's that blue. Yeah.
Like
On
after
Facebook-
after she just had rough sex.
Yeah.
'Cause your hair's down.
She let her hair down. That's right. She did
Yeah.
have her hair down after
Yeah.
sex.
well, I did see
Oh.
on a porn
She's
site.
like 12.
On a porn site, there was a graphic animation of Marge Simpson getting it.
There is a live-action Simpsons porn.
Sorry,
I have seen
I
clips
interrupted.
from that.
Your
I have
karma
too.
lesson. But you ask people if they've seen movies before you
Yeah,
ruin it.
well, just as a courtesy,
make sure
dude,
you are ruining it.
Facebook doesn't have that option of saying, "Have you guys seen this?"
It could be like where people put in their post, spoiler alert in the comment section, and then the person will go on in their comment section.
Yeah.
That would be kind of a cautionary.
A friend of ours, Summer,
Ayala.
yeah,
Love her.
which she listens to the podcast.
Oh, good. I
Yeah.
love her.
Hi, Summer.
That bitch.
Wait, hold on a second. Hey, Summer, how's it going?
Hi, Summer.
Can you
Hey,
imagine
Summer,
if she's
what's
just
going
tripping her
on?
balls off while she's driving around right now?
Well, you have to post the podcast first before that'll happen.
I don't think Summer trips
Oh my
her
God!
balls off.
They're talking to me.
When we were talking about you?
I was just zoned out, and all of a sudden I hear, Lona.
And on the podcast?
Yeah. He asked me a question. He was like, Lona. And I'm like, I'm sitting in the bathroom, like,
You were sitting in the bathroom?
You
Okay,
listen
so-
to our podcast in the bathroom.
Okay,
She's
so once you
masturbating on the
post,
toilet.
so
All
once
right.
you post this, then we have to have Summer on the next podcast to find out what the hell happened.
Yeah,
She's a funny gal.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
I mentioned her in the comments because I think it was Star Wars Episode 7 where
Somebody
she
ruined it
said,
for her?
No, she said, "Oh my God, I want to talk about this."
Oh,
so
right.
she
She
created,
created a page. Yep.
Yeah.
She created a page and was like a spoiler zone page if you want to talk about
That's
Episode
what
7.
smart people do. Kenny.
She is pretty damn smart.
Right.
I
She's
never
also a woman.
once said I was smart.
That's true.
I just said I was funny.
Do we have any
There's a
Halloween candy?
difference.
I want chocolate.
You're gonna get plenty of chocolate tonight.
I don't.
You're gonna
oh,
get a lot of that packed fudge.
I don't. You guys, I don't want to eat anything gross.
Well, it's got chocolate in it, so how gross could it be?
But yet to you,
Who said penis? If there was a penis involved and we'd be talking about eating it, there's no problem here.
Well, I do tell people to eat a dick from time to
I
time.
do too. I tell people to suck a bag of dicks. That's my favorite. Suck a bag of dicks. Anyway, back to your thing again. Sorry.
No, that was the end of my rant.
it was something about Summer. I don't know.
No, it's karma about telling people spoilers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that your license plate got stolen and was used in a murder-suicide.
by Todd.
And Texas Avenue, that's every day.
All because I spoiled Walking Dead.
It's true. Comes back to you.
So there used to be a place in Orlando called Sunnyland. It was a hospital.
Yeah, Sunnydale.
It used to be a tuberculosis hospital,
It wasn't very sunny.
and the people who were
And Dale
dying
was
in
such
there,
a dick.
people who were dying there would go insane before they would die. So eventually, it made the transition to an
Mental
asylum.
institution. Mhm.
Yeah, and then it was shut down in the 80s due to abusive patients. So, like,
Yeah, I
that
remember
sounds like...
There's a story. There's a movie out right now, a documentary on all of it.
Well, there's a...
Yeah, but there's like countless horror films about haunted asylums now. And a
Yeah,
lot
that's-
of them are actually pretty good. You
Well,
see
that's
them
the
all
thing
on
is
sci-fi.
the history of it sounds like it would make a great horror film, but, like, it existed, and the building was just recently torn down a few years ago.
Well, AHS, the second season was all about
Yeah,
asylum.
American Horror Story.
It's so good. I love it. I don't care.
I've
I love
never
every
watched one
season.
episode.
I think it's great.
you
It's
love
only-
every season.
I love each season for different things. Like some of them are more favorite than the other for me, but like each one has its own unique thing that's
The
kind of like
only
that's
one-
cool.
the only
Okay.
one I've watched all the way through is the first one.
I have not watched
Murder
any
House.
of these episodes, so no spoilers, please.
The
He's
what?
in all of them. Yeah.
So the current season, I will say, I was really kind of hesitant on, but now it's taken a turn. And at first, when it took that turn, I thought, this is a little weird, and now I'm kind of on board.
The one this season.
Yeah.
This, the Roanoke.
Yeah.
It's
Great. Now Kenny knows it takes place in Roanoke.
It's
Thanks,
the name of the
Jaimz.
season.
He didn't even know that.
I didn't. No, I didn't. He's right.
Where's your car? I'm going to take your license plate and kill someone and then make another one look like suicide.
I hate both of you. Yeah, this season was getting a whole bunch of shit, but you have to give something a couple of seasons. I mean, a couple of episodes before you're like
Yeah, and you know what? Season 2, I loved the first few episodes.
of Asylum.
Yeah.
Then you didn't like it.
No, then it went off the rails.
It had the one little weird thing that made it a little ridiculous, but then it came back around.
And then, which was the Coven?
oh yeah,
I
in
watched
New Orleans.
I watched like 4 episodes and was
you
done.
got to keep watching it, man.
Nope.
It's good.
No, yeah. That's what I want you doing. I want you to sit through shit before you start to like something. That's how sex is with me.
Yep.
I literally shit on you.
And then the
And
girl
if
sits
you're-
through it until you enjoy it.
If you're able to take it, then
The old Alabama
Alabama
Hot
Hot
Pocket.
Pocket.
All right.
That's just unsanitary.
Really, James? Is it unsanitary?
Yes, for any fecal matter to go into your vaginal opening, yes.
That's where it comes out of you.
It is not.
I don't know a lot about women.
Obviously.
So anyway, with the Sunnydale Hospital, like people would swear if you'd walk up to it, you could hear stuff moving around inside, and it used to be a rite of passage in Orlando to break into it.
Yeah.
And apparently, like the second floor, all of the furniture was still there, and there were like kids' beds and stuff like that.
And homeless people would live there.
Now, yeah, that's my fear. When someone's like, "Would you stay the night in there?" I was like, "Well, no. If the police went through first and made sure there wasn't a heroin addict
Right.
ready to stab me, because I don't think a ghost is going to jump out of one of the beds and murder me."
You don't know.
I do know that.
Like Highland Manor is a haunted area house. It's a venue for weddings, and we had a Halloween party there for all the wedding vendors in town. And it's known fact that there's been strange occurrences in the house, and then having a Halloween party there on top of it made it really kind of creepy. And like the whole time, I just felt like something wasn't right, if that makes any sense. But it could be your whole psyche playing tricks on you and
Were
everything.
you on your period? Were you on your period?
This was 6 years ago, Todd. I don't keep a record.
You don't keep a record? Oh, if it was 6 years ago, yeah, your period stopped by then. Okay, go on. Continue. Your
He
period,
really doesn't know a lot
Sometimes
about
I
women.
really want to hit you with a bloody tampon.
but you haven't had one of those in at least 6 years.
No, actually, I have one right now. I'm working on it for you.
Uh,
Oh, you should take a trip out to Casadega then to see see a lot of the haunted places
in Casadega?
in Casadega. Yeah.
Well, listen, I would love it if there was a ghost. In fact, when people tell me something is haunted, the first thing I do is say, let's go.
wanna see it.
Let's go, because nobody wants to believe that there's a ghost more than I do. Hold
Why?
on. What? Have you seen a ghost?
I feel like I've been in the presence of something that
Yeah,
wasn't.
but that's so, like, what, there's
Like,
a...
you know, in your peripheral vision, like you see something and then you turn and you look and it's not there.
Yeah.
Or you're in like your bathroom and you look up and you think you see something in the mirror and then you look behind you and it's not there.
And ghost is the perfect excuse. Obviously.
I mean, that's like what the human nature has come up to explain those things.
Look up, while you guys have your phones, look up...
Instead of paying attention to us
look up,
and the show.
Ghost sound. Ghost sound. Like there's an audible range. There's a certain decibel, or a certain hertz of sound.
That's why when people try to record it, that's usually white noise.
No,
right?
no. But it has been known to give people a sense of paranoia that someone is watching, a foreboding
Like
sense.
a frequency?
Yeah. It's,
Wild.
hold
Is
on.
that like the brown note?
No, the brown note makes you shit your pants.
There really is? Is it like a bass note?
No.
No.
What
That's
is
just
that?
The
Is
guy,
it-
something this guys at South Park made up. But it'd be fucking hilarious if there was.
I haven't seen that since like season 2.
Yeah. I don't watch South Park either.
It just got to be the same.
Kenny
thing.
dies.
Is that why you get tired of watching it?
Yeah, that's it.
How's that feel, bitch? Kenny dies.
In every episode. No, it's just the humor just gets a little too much for me.
18 hertz.
18 hertz.
It's like a fear. It gives you a fear of. 18.98. Oh, it's a ghost decibel. Is what it's called. Oh, my neck is sore. What's the frequency,
that's the
Kenneth?
ghost. Nah.
That's a good song.
All right, let's see. I'll see if I can play it into my microphone. It'll probably sound like shit.
Like the rest of the podcast.
What?
There you go. Thank you for proving a point. We hear anything?
happening.
Yeah, you can't hear it because I'm putting it into the microphone.
Oh, you can hear it in your headphones? Are you scared? Are you feeling foreboding? Is it spooky?
you, Todd?
Oh my god, he's hard. You guys!
All right, you guys. I now believe in ghosts.
It says that the frequency is that way, and that's why it also produces hallucinations and ghost sightings. It's actually the hertz that produces the fear.
It's the hertz, don't it?
What's a hertz donut?
Come here.
Ow!
Hurts, don't it?
You're a bully. You're like that guy who sat next to me on the plane and rubbed my genitals.
That was your dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Why you knew my name?
so anyway, like I feel like that has a lot to do with things like that. I would love it if a ghost. If anyone in podcast land has a ghost in their house, and they want me to be an angry douchebag and go into your house and yell at ghosts, contact me on Snapchat, Duty Poo Poo. Can you imagine if I became like
A ghost hunter?
the premier ghost hunter, but all of the ghosts knew me as Duty Poo Poo?
Dave's here tonight with his kids. That's gonna be fun. He's introducing his children to mamas.
All right, how old are his kids?
Dave.
One's 18 and one's 15, I think.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
What are they, boys?
No, boy and girl.
Which one is 18?
Girls.
Oh,
oldest.
God. I knew he'd ask that
Just
question.
turned 18.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Help her. Help her.
And what are you drinking?
Shirley Temple.
Uh-huh.
No, that's grenadine in her
That's what I drank.
hypodermic.
Oh, Lord.
So anyway,
Yes.
Kenny, how about you? Have you had any spooky experiences?
No.
Have you, Todd?
Yeah. I was on this plane, and Donald Trump sat down next
No,
to
you
me.
know what's cool? Like, not spooky experiences so much as like not. I don't know how to explain it. Like when you're in a space and it's just kind of like you're walking. I say like a lot. Walking through a theme park at night when it's dark and there's nobody there. I worked on the an overnight shoot for the Haunted Mansion, and we had to walk through spaces of the Gracie Mansion to get to the different parts of the set. And not that, obviously, it's the Haunted Mansion at Disney, and it's not, that I know of, quote-unquote haunted, but just the eeriness of it. And
There are 1,001. 1,001 haunts there.
There's only 999.
999.
Oh, but there's room for
One
one more.
more.
Anyway. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, even at Universal, you know, working late and you walk out and the park is empty and it's all lit up and the music's playing, it's very eerie, kind of spooky in that way.
When I first got hired at Universal and I worked at the earthquake ride, when I would open it,
And that damn monkey.
no, but in scene 2, where that's where you see Charlton Heston, he goes magnificent, and he talks about the models. Opening it and
in
doing the
Disaster
test
Room
show
too?
when you're not when it was disaster, when it was earthquake.
Yeah, but it was room 2, right?
Yeah, room 2, but it was always creepy being in there by myself with the show running. I don't know why.
Have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, but I heard about
I've
it.
heard about it, and
My ex-girlfriend and I.
Which one?
It's not important.
the child or the crazy one?
He said it wasn't important.
I don't know
Okay.
which one is which. But anyway, I had Five Nights at Freddy's on my phone, and she was just kind of sitting down next to me, watching me play, and I lost. And you know what happens when you lose.
What's the premise of the game?
Premise
real quick.
of is you are a security guard at Chuck E. Cheese, essentially, but instead of Chuck E. Cheese, it's Freddy's.
Okay.
And you, during the game, you are sitting in the control room. And you control the cameras, so you can switch from camera 1, camera 2, camera 3.
Camera 1, camera 2.
Yeah,
Camera 1,
but-
camera 2.
As you're playing, you'll see things like the animatronics. The what's the name of the band at Chuck E. Cheese?
That's not a band.
This is Chuck E. Cheese and Friends.
Yeah, at Showbiz it
Something
was a
like-
band.
Yeah.
But anyway, the animatronics come to life. And am I right? And when you watch them, they can't move. But the thing is you'll just suddenly, like, you'll go to camera 1, and then you'll go back to one of the cameras where one of the animatronics was, and he's gone. And then you immediately start going, oh, shit, and you start cycling through all of your cameras to try to find where he is. But when you lose, when you go back to your control room, this fucking animatronic jumps over the counter at you.
Wow.
And it does. It scares the shit out of you. But, yeah, she jumped and, like, fell backwards off the bed.
Did you laugh?
No, but I do now. Now that I know. So I do have...
I don't like jump scares.
Well, let me tell you this. So I bought the PlayStation VR.
Oh, yeah, I saw your
And,
video.
you know, have I ever walked through a haunted house with either of you?
No.
Like at Horror Nights or anything?
No, I was at Rocky with you, though.
So I do not jump like at jump scares. And people try to get me all the time, and I just don't jump. Like
That's
I'm
just
not
not how you work.
Yeah, it's just not in my nature. I was playing this game called Until Dawn: Rush of Blood, and it's like a carnival ride. So you're sitting there, and you've got these two guns, and you're going through a carnival, and the kind of premise is there's a maniac on the loose in this carnival.
But you're the maniac.
No.
Oh.
No. You've also been gassed with a hallucinogen. So you don't know if what you're seeing is real or this maniac trying to kill you. There was a jump scare in that game.
Did it make you doo-doo poo-poo?
Ali videotaped me doing it. And you see me, like, with the VR on my face, and I look over to the right, and I start, like, shooting at one thing. I turned to the left and about jumped out of my seat and just started firing wildly.
What was it?
It's two women.
See?
Can
That
you-
just proves it.
Can you yeah, but you know what
Did
it's
they
like?
have a cup?
You know what it's like to deal with one? Can you imagine if two of them just walked up on you? Oh, my God.
Did they have a cup?
Did they have a cup? Two girls in one cup?
Hey, so speaking of like going through spooky spaces, when I was stage manager for horror nights, we'd have to walk the house
Yep.
before we open, and then at the end of the night when all the characters are out to make sure it was all clear and everything. That's a trippy experience because it's all functional. Like all the sounds are going, all the effects are going. It's dark, but nobody's in there.
Right.
That's trippy. Well, I mean, you want to hope that nobody's in there.
Donald Trump was hiding in the shadows. He grabbed me by my bosom.
Who says bosom?
I do.
80-year-old women?
And Todd.
So when I first moved to Orlando, I worked at this restaurant in Park Avenue, which is an old area. Winter Park.
Park Plaza Gardens?
No, Winter Park on Park Avenue.
What? Park Plaza Gardens? Oh, no, the French place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was an old building, and it was pretty fucking creepy. And the chefs would constantly tell you, this place is haunted. Weird shit happens when we're here by ourselves. Now, here's what was fucked up about working at that place. It was great food.
That was fucked up.
No, it was great food. But in order to close, if you were working the night, the closing shift, you would have to go to the very back of the restaurant to turn out the lights. And you turn out the lights in the entire restaurant, and then you walk through the kitchen all the way back through.
And this was before iPhones that had flashlight on it.
Oh, yeah. This was. I mean, I was born in '98. My parents didn't let me have an iPhone.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that was actually unnerving. Doing that, but
That's a good word, unnerving.
but even still, I knew that a boogin wasn't going to jump out and get me.
Why you gotta call him that?
A boogin?
Why you gotta be
What's
racist?
a boogin?
It's like the bogeyman,
Oh, why don't you just say boogeyman?
because he's also called the bogeyman.
Oh,
Bogey.
I've heard the booger man.
Ew!
Not booger man. Boogie.
Oh.
You think it's the booger man, but it's not.
Ah!
All right, we should probably wrap things up. We have a show to do.
Yeah.
What are we doing tonight, Todd?
We're doing our torture show.
What are we doing?
Hey, Francisco shows up.
Hold on, we haven't done this in a while. Hey, Francisco.
Hola.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I miss that sexy Puerto Rican talk.
So we're doing our torture show tonight. But we should do what we learned. James, what did you learn tonight?
I learned that I have to work on the best setup for a jump scare ever to prove that you're a little whiny bitch.
Okay, you get on that.
All right.
Kenny, what did you learn tonight?
I learned not to give Walking Dead spoilers or you lose your license plate.
And I learned something tonight too. I learned that later on tonight, as I'm murdering James,
Ah.
the people who see me drive off are going to only see an old license plate of Kenny. We're a Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday, 9 to 10 p.m. You can call 407-363-1985. Also, you can find me on Snapchat, DutyPooPoo, DOODIEPOOPOO, or on Twitter @Todders. James, where are you?
I am at corsetsandcuties.com and also Facebook Corsets and Cuties. And tomorrow night, actually, I'm guest starring with Silhouettes Plus, which is a BBW burlesque group.
Hot.
That means big, beautiful women. And we're doing trick
What
or
are you doing with
tease. I'm doing a Freddy Krueger burlesque routine, so I'm excited about that.
All right.
Yep, we're going to be performing tomorrow night.
You're doing Freddy Krueger?
Uh-huh.
Are you doing a Freddy?
No, I'm doing Freddy's, like...
Gets fingers?
No, I'm doing, like, Freddy's Girl. So the song, I'm doing Shaboom, the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kenny, where are you?
You can find me at Kenneth Jardine 2 on Twitter.
All right. That's it, right? I
think
feel
so.
like we haven't done this in a while. I don't know
We
if
haven't,
so.
or I haven't.
Check out the previous podcast and come see us every Friday night at 10 o'clock right here.
Oh, yeah. One more thing. Papa's is coming.
Ooh.